This is a picture of how I would like to remember my nephew. His trusting eyes, his effervescent personality, and his charming smile. Instead, I will be forever haunted by visions of his frantic and impossible attempts to cry out for his life through a severed windpipe.
With great sacrifice and pain to myself, I've done my best to block my brother from my life. I don't want to remember him anymore. Because it hurts too much to remember him alive. Because if I remember him, I remember how he was brutally taken from us. And I can't handle it. I didn't want to sit here day in and day out hearing the details of my brother's body being tortured. I could imagine the pain, the agony, the screams, and the fright that my brother was going through. What was going through his head when he was losing the fight of his life. I received a phone call from Detective Flores. He told me that he had arrested Jodi for the murder of my brother. It was the worst weight of our lives, not knowing if anyone was ever going to get arrested for what happened, not knowing if we were next to be attacked, not knowing anything except the horrible injuries my brother sustained and how he must have suffered.
What happened in that bedroom or bathroom of that bedroom was a butchering. When they, as they've told me, when they think, and they've also told you, when they think of the stabbing, they can feel their brother's pain. They feel the blade going into him, and it burns them, and they cry, and they don't know what to do about it, just like Travis Alexander didn't know what to do about it. And when they feel him moving away, trying to get away from the defendant as she continually stabbed him, they can hear his cries. They can hear him screaming. It rings in their ears, and it's something that they cannot stop. It's something that they, even though they want to sleep, even though they may want to turn away from it, it is something that rings in their mind. His cries. They know that these are the agonized cries of a wounded animal who's about to be killed. And that's how they think of it. They also can't help feeling as he crawled away down the hallway. And it's something that they hope that he was unconscious when she took that knife for the last time. They hope that he's unconscious.
I do remember, as I testified to this, I'm sorry, I think I would have testified to this in the 2014 trial. I do remember the moment when the knife went into Travis's throat and he was conscious.
I don't remember having the knife at all afterward.
The gunshot did not come last, it came first. And that was when Travis lunged at me, just as I testified to.
And according to your version of events, you would acknowledge that that stabbing was after the shooting, according to you, right?
I don't remember.
Ma'am, were you crying when you were shooting him?
I don't remember.
Were you crying when you were stabbing him?
I don't remember.
How about when you cut his throat? Were you crying then?
I don't know.
I do remember the moment when the knife went into Travis's throat and he was conscious.